What about, this is one of the biggest things for me, and this is 100% honest, like the biggest shock to me when I got into the carnivore community. So this is recent even, like this is even the past couple years. I still thought that antioxidants were really beneficial. And now the more I learn about antioxidants and plants, the more I'm realizing like they don't really do much for me. What's your take on antioxidants?
So this is a whole field of research that has died out because the antioxidants don't work. So maybe all of the antioxidants that have been tried in randomized controlled trials, and there's like hundreds of studies, they haven't shown any benefit. There might someday turn out to be an antioxidant that works, but if it works, it doesn't work according to the same theory that those other ones were supposed to work. So it works for some other completely different reason. It's not about oxidation or something like that. So it's a theory that has been shown not to be right. Now, endogenous antioxidants, if you can boost your endogenous antioxidant production, then conceivably maybe you could.
Is there a way to do that, or we don't know?
There are people who say there's a way to do that, and like, let's say you could do that, then what I would like to see, and I think anybody would like to see, is see the outcomes improve. So do they actually have lower rates of heart disease? Do they have lower rates of cancer? Are they actually seeing a benefit, not just because they have a marker that increases, like a marker of antioxidant?
It's funny because I think on one of your posts somebody put like, why would these companies be touting antioxidants if they don't do anything? And it's like, because it makes so much money, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's just so, it's almost like are you serious? Are you trolling? Like, I think I answered the person because I thought they might be trolling, but I'm like, I'm not sure. Like, they might actually not know, but I'm just gonna say it makes a lot of money. But
why would companies making millions of dollars want to sell us things that make them millions of dollars? You know?
Yeah, exactly. There's incentives right there. This got to be one of your favorites, Biohack.
What is it? What does that mean?
I guess I was thinking about this before. I guess a biohack is like a shortcut to fitness. I think, or shortcut to shortcut. Like, is there an easier way? It's like I don't know. People say like, you know, eat less, move more, and you're like, oh, is there an easier way to do that? Like, maybe there's easier. That's what I would consider a biohack. Like, is there easier ways to do things? But
give me an example of a biohack.
I think I found, well, like just eating meat. If you're like,
that's
you know what,
biohack.
you're fat, just eat meat. Oh. Well, why? Because it causes all these other things to happen, right? Like, it's not necessarily like the be all end all, but like somebody could survive on, if you said just eat red meat from now on, just eat red meat and drink water, that could be enough of a biohack to jumpstart a 100-pound weight loss.
I would say like anything that's really useful that we can use to help people, it's either going to be a part of medicine or we need to look at it. We need to do the research on it.
I'll tell you this.
So like people just talking, it's basically like.
You might think differently about me if I tell you this.
Yeah.
Most of the weight that I lost on keto when I first lost it, I was doing 2 big bulletproof coffees a day and like 1 meal.
Yeah.
But it was basically disordered eating is what it was. But
yeah.
it allowed me to lose a lot of weight.
It's hard to call that disordered eating whenever you're losing a lot of weight, and then it's not. Well, what do you mean by disordered eating? Like why would you say it's disordered?
I don't think I was getting in enough good nutrition. Like I wasn't like, oh, okay, and I'll balance this out by having these vitamins and taking these supplements. It's like I had 1 meal, like regardless of what it was, just 1 full meal of food a day, and then 2 cups of bulletproof coffee, which have like no nutrients in them.
Yeah.
Has like 0 nutritional value. I mean, it's butter and MCT oil and coffee, so the nutritional value is very low. Satiation for me was very high on that, and then by eating like one meal, it's sort of, oh, okay, I got food out of the way today.
Yeah, the thing I think bulletproof coffee is weird. It's just a source of calories, right? I don't think butter is satiating more than something else. I don't think MCT oil has ever been shown to be satiating at all.
It causes a lot of problems. I tweeted that to you the other day.
Right.
It causes your butthole to blow out.
Oh yes, yeah, totally, and it does. God, and that's the worst diarrhea too. That's a terrible. It's like a burning diarrhea.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I've actually gone to the emergency room. No. Listen, when I was doing my first so-called biohack, here's how biohacking can end up. I literally just did 2 tablespoons of brain octane oil. You're supposed to use 1, and I just used 2. I used double the amount. I think because I didn't have any butter, and so I just used double the brain octane and no butter, and I almost died. I mean, I feel like my stomach felt like it was turning inside out. Ugh. And obviously, like, it's because I took too much. It's my own fault. I haven't had that on 1, but on 1, I'm like borderline blowout. 1 tablespoon.
But overall, biohacking I associate with like basically things that are like things that for which people have plausible mechanisms for why they should work that there's no evidence for. So just every other kind of like functional medicine, integrative medicine, it's all sort of in the same thing. Things that for which there's no good evidence, and you're just like telling people to do them.